Nintendo is raising prices on 8-year-old hardware, and as weird as that might seem, I was kind of wondering if that even matters. It does, but not in the way you think. So there exist in the world people who have not bought the original Switch yet. I also do accounting for an assisted living facility, and it's actually when you visit this community, these people still have Wiis that they love to play Wii Sports with. And so for people like that, I mean, yeah, like old hardware is still alive. But really, if you're buying a brand new Switch for traditional gaming purposes in 2025, you're really probably not much of a gamer, if at all. So one theory I have is Nintendo is kind of just pricing out the original Switch by really pricing the Switch 1 higher to say like, hey, you know, the Switch 2 is $50 more, just why not? Obviously, not every Switch 1 owner is buying this thing for the purpose of traditional gaming. There's a lot of people who buy these things for other purposes. Like if you search around, there are really cool mods to the original Switch in which they have they've done impressive DS modifications to this thing, and actually it's really cool. But you can guarantee these people are not going online and using it for traditional purposes. So we really live in a weird world where consoles eventually appreciate instead of just going down in hardware, instead of going down in price. We've seen it with Xbox, like that went from $500 to $600, and we've seen it with the Switch. There's been some with the Switch hardware, like some of it is going up $30, some of it is going up $50. But really what makes Nintendo unique in this situation is the fact that it is increasing its old hardware, not its current hardware. So that brings up the question, does this matter? I'm not in the market for an old Switch. I mean, this isn't 2017 again, so why do I care about old hardware being priced up? So remember not that long ago when Nintendo kind of pulled an Xbox and it said, if you can't afford the current hardware, then buy the old. Well, the old is getting up there in price, so that kind of makes Nintendo look a little, a comment that I see being spoken on a lot of different videos is the company should eat the cost of like the tariffs or whatever else is going on that's causing the price increase and stuff. To me, I think I think it would be nice for the companies to do that. These companies are not going to do that at all. I really don't think that's even a realistic comment in the slightest. The corporations do their charity work, their volunteer work and stuff like that, but they're really not in the business of being noble at all. And like the one company I can maybe think of that really is less after your quick buck and more for your long-time commitment is CD Projekt Red. I mean, if you've seen all the work they're doing to both Cyberpunk and even The Witcher for that matter, like you get a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, this company wants more than just your money. It wants your heart. Giant corporations and stuff, like they're not really in the business of getting rid of eating money. They're they're really gonna find a way to pass that on to you. I mean, it's nothing personal, but companies don't care about you. Like they care about their bottom line. Look at all the layoffs that are happening in the gaming industry right now. I mean, you can see Microsoft just cut 9,000 employees for the sake of implementing new AI. Like if I were working for a game developer right now, maybe outside of Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo, you never hear any of them having layoffs, but like in in most other aspects of the gaming industry, like there's a lot of layoffs, and like it just to make me question, like, is it even worth having a career in there? Obviously we need games, but like the decision making of the suits is just not good. When I bought the Switch 2, I bought it because I personally was afraid of the Switch 2 going up in price at some point, especially at the time. Is it going to go up? Companies are saying that tariffs are what really the driving force behind the price increases. I'm not a business marketing expert or anything like that, so I really can't say from this. I mean, like this is just armchair economics right here, but like literally my armchair has arms. Like companies are now, like since 2020, I think, have kind of been more focused on shareholders than they are of like anything else really. So why else are our company why else would companies brag about record high profits, but at the same time they have a ton of layoffs? Something is just not really adding up. And I'd like to start a discussion in the comments below to kind of just make it just talk about this in general. When you also look at the market and see that, like there's other, handheld gaming devices that play AAA games, like these devices are going for like the starting at $800 and going up to like $1,300. Retro Game Core just did a really cool video on a product that most people really shouldn't even buy in the first place, but it is really cool to see that Ayaneo Flip DS. How cool is that? Personally, to me, like if I'm doing like for what I would want that for, it would be strictly gaming with 3DS games. So I mean, finding a used one on Facebook Marketplace that's modified on either Etsy or Facebook Marketplace for like $300 is probably a better way to go. However, definitely go check his video. It's a really cool one. The Switch One price increase doesn't matter to a whole lot of people, but its effect on the gaming industry, I guess it does also. So let me know what you think in the comments below. So comment below and let me know what you think. I'm going to leave a video up about how I suggest how to make finding a game that you truly love 5 times easier.